Alright, y'all, let's get into some questions real quick before we get off of here. And don't forget that you can hit me up on Twitter, the Beat Queen. You know what I'm saying? Just holler at me on there if you got any more questions. But I'm answering questions right now that I get a lot of. Like, if you ask me a specific question, I probably am going to reply to you eventually or whatever. But I'm answering the questions that I get a mass of. So one of them I get a lot. I'm reading now from Cartel Senior, or he says his name is Kane or whatever, and he asks about whether we could work on a project together. He's a producer, musician, or whatever. And my answer to that is I like to work with anyone except producers right now. I'm really looking at working with songwriters and rappers and things along that line or whatever. I'm trying to get my product out at the same time, help somebody get their product out or whatever. So really, I'm not interested in working in producers. But if you are a songwriter, if you have some songs, if you're a singer, you know what I'm saying, get at me, because I have songs for you, you know what I'm saying. And rappers, you know what I'm saying, I got them beats for you and all that stuff or whatever. We can work together. Get another question from, I'm just gonna call him General because I can't pronounce the first part of his name or whatever. And he asked about chopping up samples or whatever. And how I chop up my samples is I use a music editor first. I don't use Fruity Loops to chop up my samples or Reason. I go into maybe something like Adobe Audition, Pro Tools, anything like that. And I usually get the acapellas, which is another question I'm gonna answer. I usually get the acapella and find maybe I heard a line in the song that I really like, and I go in there and I find it, you know, cut it the way I want it, and then I'll save it into a folder that I can just pick up later in FL Studio or Reason or whatever music production software I'm using at that time or whatever. So that's pretty much it. It's really, really simple. I don't go through a long process. I find out what I want, I edit it right, and that's pretty much it. And as far as like getting my samples, that's a big question I get a lot. I get my samples off the internet. I mean, it's pretty much it. It's no like secret website where you can find them at or whatever. Just go in, Google it. I'm pretty sure it's out there. To any song, there's a acapella out there, believe me, and you can find it if you just search hard enough. Let's keep it going. Next question is from, get a question like this a lot, and this one's from One of a Kind Male or whatever. He's asking about the camera that I use, and I use an HD Sony camera, and it was around like $600 when I bought it. I think it's a lot cheaper now or whatever, but really, you don't even have to put out that kind of money. I bought this camera not specifically for making the beat videos. I bought it for another project when I was in high school or whatever. So it's really a camera you use for high definition things or whatever. But if you're just trying to get something for putting on YouTube or anything like that, I would suggest getting anything from around $100 from like any department store like Best Buy, Walmart, anywhere, you know what I'm saying. And he also asked about the keyboard I use or whatever. Keyboards. I don't use any specific keyboard. I used to be all into like the motifs, the Tritons and all that stuff like that. But after like really working with those, I got kind of burnt out on it. The sounds I feel like are limited. So I decided to switch my whole thing over to just VSTs because I feel like that's like so unlimited when it comes to VSTs. And I just use my keyboards as MIDIs. You know what I'm saying? Just use it just for fingering and all that things like that. So there's no anything special about my keyboards or whatever. You can find a keyboard that ranges from $50 to a keyboard that ranges from $1,000. So it's all about your budget and where you're trying to go with it. You know, I get a lot. I've been getting this over the past couple months. Is where I've been, what I've been doing, or whatever. And like I said earlier, I'm a college student. I'm full-time college student. You know what I'm saying? So a majority of my time, you know what I'm saying, I gotta be in my books, gotta have a backup plan, because, you know, sometimes the music thing doesn't pan out. Alright, you guys, I just want to thank everybody, you know what I'm saying, for checking out Making the Beat episode 6 or whatever. I also want to let y'all know that once the episode 3 with the Lil Wayne sample reaches 100,000 views, I think it's at like 70,000 right now, but once it reaches 100,000 views, I'll post up a free beat for everybody to use, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You can put on your mixtape, whatever, your MySpace, your YouTube, or whatever. And that's really just to show my appreciation for everybody showing so much love to me on YouTube and on MySpace and everything. So be looking out for that. Once it hits 100K, everybody's getting a free beat or whatever. So thanks a lot. Don't forget to hit me up on that Twitter. I'm going to keep coming with the videos. I promise I'm going to try to get an episode 7 within a few weeks, you know what I'm saying, of actually breaking down and showing y'all, you know, what I did on the past video, showing y'all how I make a beat instead of just doing so much talking or whatever. But y'all stay up. All you producers, artists out there, keep doing your thing. Songwriters, all that, get at you, girl. Let's get it. It's 09. It's my time to shine.
Y'all ain't exclusive.
Break that bread on your good like a bow. Break that bread on your good like a bow. Break that bread on your good like a bow. While I booty hop, you use my thong like a piece of flour. Break that bread on your good like a